Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is the Indian Yarnivore. Today we're going to talk about starting to learn crochet. I was inspired on watching my friend crochet beanies for his friends, and this friend of mine started me out on my crochet journey by loaning me a small bit of yarn and one crochet hook. Now it's 2.5 years later, and I haven't been able to put down my crochet hook, and I've ended up with more yarn than I know what to do with in my life. For me, the best part of crochet is how you get to make really beautiful and useful objects, both for yourself as well as for your near and dear ones. There's really something special about a handmade gift. It goes with all your affection and so much of time, and it's so personalized. And the best part is, it's so inexpensive. All you need is any crochet hook size and some yarn. Next, let me show you a few pictures of my crochet journey to inspire you, maybe, and to show you that it's actually okay to make some horrendous mistakes when you're starting out. My friend taught me how to crochet, and on the first day, all we had time to learn was how to make starting chains and a single crochet. However, that day I went home and I was so excited that I practiced. I made my first swatch, and I kept looking up endless tutorials on YouTube, and I just picked on whatever tutorial looked nice to me and I started crocheting the project. In the beginning, there were a lot of mistakes. My projects turned out misshapen and not very useful, but I still kept them because I was quite proud of making them. And however, at the end of maybe like 1 to 2 weeks, I think I was able to end up with a project or two. And learning to crochet, I think, is easier than some of the other fiber arts like sewing or knitting. Process. Like I said, all you need is a crochet hook of any size and a yarn, whichever ball of yarn that you. The first step in crochet is to make a slip knot. At this point of time, I don't want you to worry about how the slip knot is being made. I just want you to know step by step that this is the process. So we put our slip knot onto our crochet hook, and it's called a slip knot because we can pull on the threads to tighten or loosen the knot on the hook. Step in crochet is to build a starting chain or a foundation chain. So how I'm going to do that is by making some chain stitches. This foundation chain can either be the length of your crochet project or the breadth of your crochet project, depending upon what kind of stitch you intend to use in future. Once you have a chain of foundation stitches, the next step is to start your crochet stitches. So the crochet stitches are basically knots that you make with your thread, and you weave the knots in such a way that the height of the knots gives you the desired shape and size of your project. Let me give you an example. So the height or the stitch with the smallest height is something called a slip stitch. So this is a slip stitch that lies flat on your foundation chain. The stitch that is slightly bigger in height is something called a single crochet stitch, which is what I just made now. So as you can see, it is slightly taller than your slip stitch. The stitch that is even slightly taller is called a half double crochet stitch. You can see how the stitches are growing. The next stitch is called a double crochet. And one bonus stitch is something called a triple crochet. So let's just take a look at. Would you believe me if I told you that these are all the crochet stitches you need to know? By showing you this, I hope to inspire you to come on this crochet journey with me, and I hope that by the next video, you'll be having your own crochet hook and a little bit of yarn, and we can start to crochet together. Bye!